Hello and welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. This is one of 4 videos that I am uploading for the Snapshot energies, things that you can feel. Keep in mind we are comprised of all 12 signs, so when you're finished watching this, which is going to be a personal reading for all fire signs, right? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But you want to look into like your 10th house, things about worldly responsibilities, your profession, career, and power and status that you have surrounding that, or your ideologies of what that looks like for you. And you know that your 10th house is in like an air sign, then definitely do go over and watch those videos. I always recommend that you watch everything because it's going to resonate in different ways, depending on, again, where that placement lies within your own chart and what's happening on an energetic level. Okay, so yeah, let's start with you Leos. I had gotten started and I did kind of start on a video, but I wasn't able to get my thoughts out. What came out for you guys the first time was the 10 of Wands. So you guys are definitely hurting. There's some type of pain, something backfired for sure in your lives. Okay, and 10s are all about completions. It's like when you've done all that you can do and it's still not good enough, you just have to kind of wash your hands of it, you know, and take an L and just walk away, no matter how much it may hurt. And that can be in relation to like your profession or your career, but it can also be in matters of the heart, right? And that coming to an end and it kind of shattering your world in a sense. And shattering the power or the passion that you had for the situation, circumstance, what have you. You guys have your energy here, the Sun and the 7 of Coins, but I only need one. So it's like, okay, and then you have the 10 of Swords and the Hanged Man. So that's very contrasting energies. You know, at the end of the day, you know that you are almighty, you know that you are powerful, you know that you are worthy of something that is healthy, like a healthy relationship, a healthy job where you are respected, your position is respected, and where there is also room for growth, right? Yes, you're going to make mistakes along the way no matter what you are involved in, but it's you taking accountability and responsibility for those mistakes and figuring out what you can do on your end, right? What you can personally fix to make the situation better. Should you feel like it's something worth investing your energy into, right? And your attention into, because that's not something that you just give freely. Now with this 10 of Swords and this Hangman, it's again that devastation. Something just was shattering to you, to your beliefs, to your pride and or your ego. Maybe that's something that has been getting in the way for you guys. Like there's some sort of pattern. That's what I'm hearing. There's a pattern that is getting in the way of you seeing these things bloom and flourish in your life, right? Your career. The sense of respect that people have for you. You feel like respect should be given, but it's something that is earned, and you're learning that you have to do your part in it, or the people that you are involved with, they have to do their part. Otherwise, you're going to have to create a boundary where they can't have access to you. If they're not going to take you seriously, if they are not going to take you seriously, or you're not going to take somebody seriously, you have to understand that there are repercussions for that. Okay, you will get fired for not taking your job seriously. You will get broken up with for not taking your relationship seriously. Or if it's not that you didn't take it seriously, there just wasn't that compatibility there because you guys have very different belief systems. Maybe there's a conflict with your 10th house and the person that you're involved with, their 10th house, and what they see themselves growing into professionally, where they see themselves going in the future with the Swords energy, because it's very futuristic, okay? With the Hangman, you are definitely in a position where you are stuck. You have to understand that you have to sacrifice to get what you want, okay? It's not just going to fall in your lap. And I feel like to some degree, we're still circling back to the concepts of entitlement that a lot of Leos feel. Okay, but in order for a job to work, you have to sacrifice something, right? Like your time, your energy. in order to see that flourish. In order for a loving romantic relationship to work out, you have to sacrifice your bachelorette lifestyle or your bachelor lifestyle. You have to be open to being involved, you know, and not just with them, but with family and friends, to see if it's something that is conducive, right? If it's something that can work. Don't let the opinions of your friends and family affect your relationship, but at the same time, there should be some sort of introduction there to see how the energies work together, okay? Now, also with romantic relationships, if you're not constantly dating your person or trying to figure them out and learn them, okay, then you're not sacrificing enough of yourself as far as the sensitive side of you or your vulnerabilities are concerned, which can leave the relationship feeling very cold and detached, and very ambiguous, and that you can't grow anything in. So what's going to happen? Naturally, there's going to be some distance or separation created. Okay, if this is about matters of like your health and how you feel powerfully as far as your self-esteem is concerned and growing in that, if you're not sacrificing bad habits for the betterment of your development, then you have to understand that you're not really going to go anywhere. You're going to take 2 steps forward and be taking 10 steps back. All right, so just keep that in mind, Leos. You have a lot of conflicting energy. 1 minute you're up, 1 minute you're down. It's just riding the wave in the sea of emotions right now. Sagittarius, you guys have the 9 of Swords. What's up with everybody? What is up with all the fire signs? I'm not really trying to have... Okay, hold up. Let me stop. I'm not trying to have a Jackson moment. But Sag, 9 of Swords. So this is doubting yourself, doubting what you know to be true. Because swords is always about like the intellect and how you move from a headspace, right? Having a rational mind. This is also with concepts of vocalizing, like using your mouth with the sword's energy. So some of you guys are not speaking up enough. Some of you guys are speaking out too harshly, being too blunt, and then that is coming back to haunt you. Because I feel like there is some sense of guilt surrounding some words that have been spoken or surrounding some actions that have been taken. Okay, don't do anything underhanded. You're not going to really benefit or grow that way. I mean, how can you sleep at night when you know that you are doing something that is conniving? How can the person that is involved with you sleep well at night, knowing that they are being conniving, cunning, deceiving, you know, just not being truthful? That has to be like serious mental illness. So you might be dealing with a sociopath, may have tried to free yourself from that type of bond or bind, is what I'm hearing. And it's going to take a little bit of processing, because you're going to have to reprogram here with this 9 of Swords energy. Reprogram your thoughts and what they tried to feed you, right? All the negative things that they've tried to feed you. Again, this can be you doing this to yourself. This is your own paranoia and anxiety creeping in at night, maybe causing you to be, what is that called, or have insomnia, right? Because you aren't able to just quiet your mind down enough. So some of you guys are going to have to deal with that this month. Your health is being affected. But check in with, again, your external environment and what you are allowing yourself to be susceptible to, I guess, is what I'm saying. So like people can be coming in that are triggering you and are triggering your anxiety and your paranoia, right? They're not doing anything to help. They're not creating a safe space for you to want to open up here. This can be the foods. This can be, as far as the mind is concerned, what you're reading, okay? If not just thinking. So just be very careful with your environment this month with this 9 of Swords. The 9 talks about being independent, but it can also talk about being stubborn. So is this, kind of piggybacking from Leo's, is this something to do with your beliefs, okay, and your disciplines or lack thereof, and the responsibilities that you have taken on, maybe that aren't yours to deal with? Because if you find yourself being an empathetic person, right, or a hypersensitive type of person, then you have, or you tend to take on a savior complex, because you blindly believe that other people have the same good intention that you do to make the world a better place. Essentially, right? 9 is also your house, or it corresponds to your house, Sag, which is all about philosophy and being hippies and free lovers and free thinkers, something that just is very uninhibited, which isn't normal for a lot of people, okay? It can take some adapting or adaptation. People needing to learn how to adapt to your persona. But again, you going in and thinking that everybody has the same intention as you do can put you in these situations where you then retreat, right? And you become more, I don't even want to say reserved, but withdrawn with this energy. And then you start to feel pretty resentful or wanting to seek revenge, and that can be playing in your mind with this 9 of Swords, with that red coming in, right? Bad minding somebody, or somebody's trying to do that to you. So just be very careful with this energy. I hope I got my point across, because I felt like I was starting with something and I may have veered off the beaten path. But the point is, only you can really free yourself from this energy. You have to learn how to pivot with this air energy and get yourself out of situations that don't seem right, that don't feel right, right? 1 + 1 is not adding up. Things aren't adding up, is what I'm saying with this 9 of Swords. And with the number 9, and again, touching on your being stubborn, just challenge yourself in a healthy way, okay? Don't challenge yourself in a way that's going to hurt you or set you back from you being able to trust in yourself and your intuition. Your instincts is what I'm hearing, okay, with this energy. So that's what you Sagittarius have. Don't let people try to feed you negative things. And then taking on that savior complex, then you're helping everybody else, but they're not putting you in a better position as well, okay? So just watch for that. People can be trying to siphon your energy. All right. Now what's going on with my Aries? Aries has 8 of Wands. Aries had the 8 of Wands, I believe, when I did the overall all 12 sign snapshot for the beginning of August. And I have to still say, I don't necessarily feel this energy. There's been a lot that's been going on that's felt a little bit more chaotic. Like, there is no anger surrounding what's happening in my personal life, but there is no there doesn't seem to be a means to an end on a personal level with what I have going on. But I feel like, in spite of, I'm just going to remain optimistic. So maybe that is the message for all my other Aries, just in spite of whatever is going on right now, whatever you may be battling or what's trying to come and distract you, because this is very sporadic energy. It's everywhere, okay? You are still remaining optimistic. You can still see a vision. Some things may not have come to pass, but a lot has. Yesterday, actually, I have this book that I write down all of my dreams in, as well as my new moon manifestations, or just what I want to see come to fruition in my life. And I came across an entry that I made December 4th of 2018. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with myself and my ability to manifest things into my reality. Here we go. So in spite of what is going wrong, look at what is going right and be happy about it, and be excited about it, and just hold that vibration, because it's going to allow for even greater things to come into your life. Okay, this is very expansive energy. This also talks about sacrifice, because it's the 8, and the number 8 is Scorpio's house. And you know Scorpios are all about death and rebirth, and things constantly having to be in a state of metamorphosis. Okay, things have to constantly be changing or evolving for you guys. Maybe that's something that you have to look into, why you always need something to be happening, and how you can just allow for life to be what it is and appreciate it in each moment that passes. Okay, again, in spite of, this is in spite of. I notice that I can very easily manifest things that are more materialistic than I can, let's say, like people that are genuine and that really mean me well and want to see me do well and are helping put me in those positions of power, which is also concepts that come up when you talk about Scorpios, but that can put me in a position of power where I can do my mission, what I feel my mission is. I feel like there's a lot of people that I tend to attract because I'm a very magnetic person due to other placements outside of me being an Aries sun by Western astrology, right? But I am a very magnetic person, and I just radiate joy. You can't really tell that I'm upset unless you are a family member or a close friend of mine. That's the only time I'm really going to vent. So to the outside world, from the outside looking in, it seems like all things are going well, but behind closed doors, there's another story, okay? There's more depth than what is on the surface. And I feel like a lot of you guys are also feeling what I'm speaking of, and you're going through that. And so you feel like people always deem you to be the strong person and deem you to always be okay, even if you're not. But you don't, not that you aren't vulnerable and not that you aren't sensitive, but you just aren't going to dwell on it, right? And you're not going to become a victim of your circumstance. It's not natural for Aries. Aries are the survivors. Aries are the sea cucumbers, right? We will throw our hearts out there because when we do something, we're very much like an action potential. It's an all or none thing. It's going to happen or it's not going to happen, okay? And so we will throw our hearts out for people that we have passion for or that we see something with, right? Vision, again, divine inspiration, because that's what Wands energy is all about. And we'll get burned, okay? But that doesn't stop us. It's not going to kill us. Yes, it's going to hurt us, and we deal with that in different ways, like creatively, as you can see with all of this sacral chakra, solar plexus energy coming through in this card as well. But we handle it in a different manner. Doesn't mean that we're not hurting, but at the end of the day, we're only going to get stronger. Things, again, are only going to get better for us. And a lot of that comes from the fact that we go into something with the purest of intent, kind of like Sagittarius is, that blindly trusts people and feel like everybody's on the same accord because we all are one at the end of the day. Okay? And it's like, I am not going to put that expectation out there that you could potentially hurt me, because that's not my intention here. I want to help you. I want you to elevate. I want to see you grow. I want to see you be the best version of you that you can possibly be, as I too am working on myself to be that for myself and for those that happen to come in contact with me, you know? So I feel like, much like Sag, you guys very blindly trust people and you wind up getting hurt, but you can walk away, and why you seem to still be in a good place when you walk away is because you gave it all that you could before you did so. You sacrificed a lot of yourself, almost to the point or the brink of losing yourself, but then you draw back right when you see, okay, like there isn't that return of energy, right? There isn't an exchange really that is happening here. It's more so manipulation, it's more so ego, it's more so vanity here. Because Wands energy, you talk about like beauty, and yeah, you see that in the Cups cards, but like confidence to the point of arrogance, to the point of entitlement, going back to Leos, okay? So you can walk away and it seems like you are okay and you're always going to be good because you put 100% into it. Again, it's like it's going to happen or it's not. I'm going to give it my all. I can't do anything half-assed. You don't know how to. Again, this can also speak about impatience when things aren't going accordingly and there being certain outbursts or frustrations. Sorry if you guys hear my stomach. I'm waiting on brunch. Oh my gosh. But this is, yeah, having that agitation towards something that just isn't happening fast enough. All right, you guys can be traveling though this month or this week coming up, or there's an opportunity for travel, or there's just a very passionate moment that happens, something very glorious, something that is miraculous is what I'm hearing. There's a breakthrough for a lot of you guys. It's kind of like, I'm hearing Return of the Mac, but I don't really know what the point of that song was. Okay, some of you guys, I guess, are getting your groove back, like Stella. But if nothing else, this is like somebody coming in. If this isn't you going towards something that you are passionate about, is somebody that has a lot of passion, desire for you coming in, and coming in very quickly, because they realize, like, again, if it's not happening, you're gonna take your sights elsewhere. Okay, you will go elsewhere. So that's what's coming through for you, Arians, my fellow people. But yeah. Oh, and you have the Ace of Wands that wanted to come out. I'm just shuffling the cards to get ready for the next signs. You guys have a lot going on. But there's a new dawn. It's a new dawn and a new day and a new life. And you're feeling good, okay? Nobody can keep you down. Nothing can keep you stuck right now, which is very good. And I feel like your other fire counterparts are going to be coming to you just to kind of get that same healing, to be on that same vibration and accord. Like, you are their gentle reminder, like, yeah, you know what? I am the shit. I am enough. I have enough. I can do whatever I put my mind to. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can come along on this journey with me. I'd be more than happy to have you experience all of these great things that are coming into my life, right? These blessings, these miracles. But I'm not going to hold you if you don't really want to do it, if you don't really want to be present, if you don't really want to, piggybacking again from Leos, if you don't really want to do your part with the 7 of Coins that came out, you know? So no harm, no foul. No blood, no foul, you know? You're okay. It's all right. Dust yourself off and try again. Like, there are 8 other different ways that this one thing that you're trying to get off the ground and or accomplish can be accomplished. You might have to do it in another setting, in a different environment, with that 8 of Wands, moving somewhere else. Again, different job, all right? You just need a different team. You just need a different partner. You just need a different regimen. If this is all about health, okay? You just need something else if it can't come from the person, all right? We don't do stingy energy here. Don't be trying to withhold things for your own self-benefit. That's not what we are about. And if we can sense that, we will take our talents elsewhere. So that's kind of really what's coming through for you guys. If this resonated, definitely give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Do subscribe again for more. And if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, you can do so. I will leave my email in the description box below, where it has always been. And we will go from there. But if you don't book with me, and if you don't communicate with me in the comment section, then do just take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again. All right, ciao.